Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Not best assistant, test. Goddamn captions. Thank you. That works now. Right? Buggers. Hold on. No, it's not working. The wrong thing. Hold on. Properties. That's the one. Hey. So yeah, I was too stupid to realize my mic was not working and the sound source was not correct. So sorry about those first 12 minutes. Good to have it fixed. Hold on. BG. Wait. Fractured assassin mist. Stuff isn't that great. Hold on. Itchy. Thank you. There we go. Ooh, cool. Any boss? Like, come on, man. No coasts or omniphobia. Fine. Fine. Excuse me. Yeah, stacked. Oh, wait. 8 passive. Oh, this. I mean, sure. I don't know. Games with hits and hits. Yeah, I need some water. X. Wait. Megalomaniac. What? Burden projection, molten one's mark, +2 fire res, spell damage. Killed with wand hits have 10% chance. Explosive force? Oh god. Doesn't look like there's going to be much coming out of this one. Darker half and a divine orb. Tink. That's something. Double tinkage. Oh, double boss, Kosis. Oh, he's over here. I might have killed the other one. Too quickly for my own good, too. Anything? And nothing. 88 max life. I mean, that's not bad. Am I saving breach rings? Is it here or here or here? This one? Reason. Okay. I guess we can just do like a div card pulls after. Which I'm going to be at this for a while, so. Oh, double boss. I think this is wave 5 or something. Yeah. Well, I'll know when it's over, but I know it's an early wave. It's sub 10. Diamond ring. Yeah, it was 5. Last charges gain. Energy shield accuracy. Synthesize hypnotical plus 3 mana. That's really weird. That was a play counter. We could Paul damage leech, attack damage leech to leech's life, and then 20%. I don't know. So this would be like chaos attacks. Is there even anything that qualifies? I don't know. I don't know. Um. hmm. Wave 9. The loot in these is so like all over the place. Which oil is it exactly that I'm missing? Black? Oh yeah, so crimson would be a good one. Yep. Pardon me. Five. Okay. I don't know why that would. I thought that would turn out differently. Sure. Moments. Wait. Hello. What's up? I wasn't looking. I think my auras didn't go off. No, it's not you. I was reading chat. That's my fault. What do you need? I'll try to do my best. Builded fossil. Don't need those. Yeah, anyway, ask away. And don't worry, this character is pretty strong. I'm unlikely to die. Very unlikely. Especially if I keep attacking and there's something for me to target. I played this game for longer than I would have liked to admit, but I suck at making currency. Straps, I don't make any. 20 divs, I can do it all. Okay, so for a lot of those strats you're talking about, it's not necessarily like you're unlikely to get like a lot of raw divines unless you start like selling things. So like if you get a whole bunch of essences and you convert them all to like shrieking, for example, and you sell those in bulk, or what people do is take those essences, the cheap ones, and convert them in the harvest bench to something else. So That's why you see a lot of like flippers of essences when they buy cheap ones for bulk price and then they harvest convert them to something more expensive, like the stat ones, like spite, rage, that sort of thing, and then they'll sell them higher. But for Harvey, that's just going to be RNG. Logbooks, you'll have to probably do a lot of like Tujin gambling, or yeah, Tujin to really find much of anything. And then outside of that, you're just trying to sell the profits you get from the logbooks. As for a cheap build, I'm kind of out of touch with them. I would think you'd be able to find something though. Like you don't need to put this level of investment into a character. This was fine. But 10 to 20, I would think would get you a decent like portion of the way. Like there's no need to do a lot of like super endgame stuff. In my opinion, like as long as you have a good mapper, you could even gamble. What's it called? Blue altars. Bow builds or RF. RF is tanky, slow on bosses. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fine. In my opinion. Because what I was doing a lot was I would pop open maps, do the content, and then try to rush for boss invites. So I would sell like the red invitations, for example, in like bulks of 5, and have the tree set up so that it could have a chance of doubling progress. So I would do that and put any like other type of league mechanic on top of it. So it would be like, I don't know, Delhi, Harvey, something like that. Another thing I did was just because I'm me at heist, incursion is good, harvest is fine. Yeah. Just dealing with a lot of density and taking what you find and trading it for chaos orbs or whatever is probably going to be the way, because all those other spikes, invitations. Oh, I've made mirrors doing that. It's okay. Don't hold yourself to that standard because it's unrealistic, and as long as you're having fun. Shit. Just don't lose sight of that. Keep having fun at the game. It'll come. You don't have to be the most, efficient at everything, because making money still is like a RNG thing, right? I had a buddy who started 2 leagues ago and made like 10 mirrors last league. It makes me feel like a scrub. Oh, whatever, man. Just because you have 10 mirrors doesn't mean you can do anything useful with them. And besides, your build doesn't get that much better at that tier. Like, it's hard. You're talking about, like, it depends on the upgrades, but you're talking about very minor stuff once you get into the mirror tier, and bow builds tend to get very expensive very quickly, mainly on the weapon side. So I've never had a 10 mirror league, like, ever. I've made like 2 or 3. I've had characters that are like, a mirror or less, but I league start on stuff that's like barely a divine sometimes, and I can just build up. But yeah, like I said, it all ends up in standard anyway. And, you know, there shouldn't be any impact on you is really what I'm saying. It's really independent. But I found a Chinese bot who was selling this piece of the door and really tuned for. I see. That would have been the Delve one, right? Best league has been 30. Like I said, dude, it's all relative. And as long as you're enjoying it, that's fine. Oh yeah, so then it was the Delve piece. I've found it several times. I would like to enjoy me. Then find a mechanic you like and just go for it, dude. I used to I was farming heist for like the longest time trying to get jewelry. I actually found this helical ring myself. The amulet I bought, but that's beside the point. Like it has better jewelry now. You can find Alberons. You can find a lot of decent stuff in there. Bossing is a horrible way to make money. It's most likely you're going to lose on bossing. You can even watch some other creators' videos. I know Empyrean does like a based or cringe series. He goes through all the mechanics and does like a sample at low investment. And he just goes through like what he believes is like a good way of showing how valuable something can be. So he doesn't go too far into it a lot of times with the investment, but he does show it like his work. And, you know, it can be a useful way for you to see like, you know, what can give you at least something to work with. And like keeping in mind, harvest conversion is the way to do it. Selling how little items with those prefixes. Isn't spell suppression a suffix? I can't remember. But yes, high level fractured stuff is good. Fractured suppression anyway. Because it has no tag. So there's always that. Once that's... Yeah, so some fractured items, right? Oh, Dragon's Heart, level 4 empowered. Oh. Yeah, so, you know, global defense. Fractured item. This isn't. It's mirrored. Yeah. A way you can make money is small cluster jewels if you were to fracture wall of muscle or the 35% effect on a level 84. Yeah, so this is good too. Small level 84. Level 84 mana reservation efficiency clusters with introspection. I think are still good with aura stackers. People still play that. Aura stacking isn't as good now though because they nerfed Grace and Determination. Looked into newest. Yeah, I've seen the pages. I haven't planned anything yet. There's a lot of good ones. The surfer thing seemed pretty interesting. I was thinking of doing like a lightning strike, something which would have like a sword similar-ish to that, but you know, not as nuts. I need to like spend some time on the new stuff and really see what's going on. Scion has some good options too. Oh, thanks for the follow. Let me think. Surfer, Scion, that was good. Can't remember the other ones off the top of my head. Like I said, I'd have to go see. I was watching Ben's stream as he was going through them, and I saw like Math will take a peek at it as well. Those were neat. Also, I was gonna say I haven't played a folk gun. Oh, okay. What I'm playing is a strength stacker. I'm playing Molten Strike for like the billionth time in a row. Which is a very good skill, by the way. You know what is Fubgun playing anyway? Like, did you see his POV or just looking at his title? Viridian jewels. Against the block. Okay. Tried to make an armor stacker follow just some dude's POE ninja, but I missed something important there. Oh yeah, so that yeah, that you're gonna miss if you Bowen and LS Slayer. So armor stacker, yeah, you really have to pay attention to that because it's tough. I for some reason decided to choose the giga expensive version when I did it. I I still have a Scion in standard that has replica dream feathers on it. I never play bow builds, to be honest. I did play lightning strike at one time. I had thought lightning strike was going to be sewered when they took away all of the extra projectiles from the gem levels. So at the time, I ended up selling it. Made like 400 or 500 div off of that character. So you just have to like pay attention to some of the details, because like there's a couple things that can kill you. If you have a bad mana flask affix that you were using for some reason, hitting your mana flask can kill you, and it'll say you committed suicide. Lots of random stuff. When I'm done this simulacrum, I'll log off and show you the Scion. Oh yeah, see, that's the smarter way to do it. I know Jug is better. There's a guy on YouTube called Big Daddy who has you shot yourself? With the skill? What was it? It was Molten Strike, right? I'm assuming. Does damage to you when you attack. What? Was something reflecting damage? I'm confused. Because like the only thing that would have necessarily killed you as an armor stacker is the physical portion if it was Molten Strike. Because if there's something that was Fizz Reflect, then that would kill you. Unless you were doing like some elemental portion as well, if I remember correct. Oh, Bone Shatter Complex Trauma. Oh, I never play Bone Shatter. And yeah, that would be... Sounds kind of wild. That seems kind of wild to play on a stacker. Well, you have to leech with that, right? Because it depends on like attack speed and leech instances. Plus, you need like some level of recovery to withstand all the trauma stacks. There's lots of people who know, and I tried and failed, and that's how you learn. Don't worry, man. It's hey. This build didn't instantly have all this damage. I died so many times. I even started in kind of a hipster way, like not completely following the guide. I think on POE Ninja there's some what's it called? Snapshots of my previous states. $90 fizz reduction in most stackers have 10x that. I can't remember how much armor I had. I think it was like 1 million or something like that. But yeah, like I said, when I'm done this, okay, let me think. Yeah, no, I'll show you when I'm done this. Actually, will this stay open? Here, you know what? Let's go look. On my mind, might as well. Not stat. Alt. Okay, so the trick to this is it says 257. You need these boots that give you divine blessing, and you need to activate grace. So when you put grace on, it's 1 million, because this aura needs to be on, and that will convert your armor with convert to armor with iron reflexes. And then that extra like aura effect from everything will just compound. So I have a lot of things that would have been necessary for a scion, so ignore the like crop circles, but there's a lot of aura effect. Introspection, introspection, introspection. You know? Yeah. Introspection, introspection, introspection. These are 3 passive voices. Oh yeah, so then that's your problem. So you need grace, and then all the rest of it. Smite is necessary too, because that gives you some added effect. But divine blessing is the like real enabler. So your damage is kind of technically off until you hit the divine blessing, and you need enough mana to cast that. You can still roll colors. You just need the tainted currency. That's okay, and you can roll colors on the bench too. You just need vol orbs with your chromes, so it's not really a barrier. The The only thing with socket colors is you'll have trouble. You'll have to spend more currency getting off colors, but that was just one green. Yeah, whatever. Aren't they like? I think they're strength boosts anyway, so you would have just had to do anyway. Not a big deal. But that's yeah, that's it. That was the that was the trick. You need grace. Yeah, because the extra what was it? Remembered by war. That grace wasn't being converted. And you need that on to do damage. But that Scion has arrogance in my gloves. Arrogance is not. Oh. See, you shouldn't have put it on arrogance because that spends life, right? So you would need Grace just needs a lot of levels. So mine was hooked to what was it, Empower? Or whatever the red gem is. So it would get more levels. Although I don't know the Juggernaut setup, so like I said, I stupidly chose the very expensive version. The end game for that was 3-1 passive voices. Yup. Yup. But that Scion has like the stupidest gear. Oh my god. Is that all? Yeah. I had you can pull my profile if you want. Hold on. The character is called Deathballs. Smite the weak Titanic swings. Ah. What scene is it? It. Oh well. um. Whoa! What happened? Hold on. Might as well since I'm here. So check this out. uh, hold on, I have to permit you. Oh, message deleted. What? I see it. I'm gonna make an SSF juggernaut. Interesting. Yeah, I know the low cost version. Because that's breach helmet. Yeah, it would have. um, corrupted original sin. Raised the term. Anyway. Like I said, you can't learn without messing a few things up sometimes. I keep forgetting which breach bosses drop what. I believe it's Zoff helmet that has the armor stat that you would need without upgrading it to the next tier with a blessing. Anywho, I think these days what you would have to do is get the right grasping mail and then recombinate the stat onto a high armor base and then scale the auras. Like with increased base armor instead of what's it called? Just having the aura. Or I guess a good evasion base like a necrotic armor. Because then you'd be converting it with iron reflexes anyway. One of the first, like, way back in the day, one of the first, like, long tail builds I did was an 8 stacker. Trust me, I fucked up a lot. I was like, what am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. Looking up crafting videos, and it just, gives you that basis to, like, keep going, right? Plus, I have a tendency to make some currency and then spend it on dumb things. So, like I keep saying, don't feel bad. I can't believe there was fucking... Wait, why can't I drop it? Octario's much. I would think you could start something decent with like lightning strike. There's some probably some Templar builds you could do. There's a lot going on. This seems like area of effect with 2 melee. This actually seems like something. Hang on. But what martial prowess and martial mastery? Let's see. And then the node that isn't taken is great. Let's see actually. This is a medium, so Titanic, martial mastery, and smite. Neat. Also, let me see what. You know what? It might be a Twitch permissions thing if I didn't allow links there. Interesting. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, I tend to play attack builds these days. If you ever want to do a bone chatter, Karn has a good guide on that. And Big Daddy, like I was talking about before, has a ton of armor stacker variants. I don't know how good they are now for the aura nerfs, but I would think he has some shenanigans there for relatively cheap. Just trying to think what's a good budget something. I think I had seen Alk playing dual strike of ambidexterity. Good skill. Yeah. Steve, what a beast. I actually mirrored his chest, by the way. I think his fee was like 6090. His means. Retrain. Oh, another thing people like to do, if you're wondering why I'm saving these things, is 60 breach rings gives you a grasping mail. So you can try to gamble and find the armor is increased by overcapped fire resistance mod. That and global defenses are good, but you can only find them on unidentified Grasping mills. Yep. I need water. Back in my bed, one of my favorite builds, even though couldn't get it to work very well, Firestorm Totems. T5, T7. Oh, that's neat. Excuse me. I'm creeping up on like 9,000 hours on this game. There's been some duds. Possibly. Shit. Oh yeah, right. I was thinking about which oil I was missing, and it's black oil. I have everything else. I guess you're going to play the new event that's coming out next Thursday. Moon Temple, wow. But I want a good build for once. Oh, okay. If you're willing to deal with a bit of ramp, Lightning Strike is always fun. In my mind, depending on what you like to play. And craft an elemental claw and then just blast. I'm sure Ziz will put up some build guides too, some like decent starters, and then people will come up with stuff. But I would say attacks are probably going to be like the big thing. it doesn't have to be strength stacking like I'm doing. But just a different angle should work. Oh, where's this mob that I missed? Oh, nowhere, I guess. Oh, voices? 7? Shit. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? That makes sense. I'm sure there's an ascendancy that could make it at least partially work. But I don't know. I guess no one has tried. Or if they have, it didn't turn out well. Right now, there's going to be a lot of Molten Strike of the Zenith. And then there's a build, I think it was by Garatha, that was like a Ice Bolt Frost Nova thing. I can't remember. But it's like a SSF build that's actually kind of cheap. I forget what the gem is called. It's been so long. Fox Cyclone. Nice. Oh yeah, Cosprey's. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. That should be a decently cheap build, I think. Let's see. those mana spell damage wands. Yeah. I don't think it'd be too crazy. But I have certainly had some failed league starters. I can't remember what they were, but probably when I tried new skills. Glacial shield swipe? Huh. Explosive concoction 2120? That how? How does one just find this on the ground? And yeah, I do remember Cosprey's. I have used that before. Yup. Now, I'm not sure if it works the same this league, but Mathel had like a cast on crit build with Blazing Salvo. That was neat. That thing melted bosses, man. I forget what the gimmick was too. Oh right, so it was crit with I think Inquisitor. So you stacked strength and int. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I've certainly tried some of them. But if anything, I would say most things should be pretty cheap. It's just if a lot of people start doing something, then the cost skyrockets because there's such a high demand. And it makes everything else look kind of bad because then you're like, oh wow, that's crazy, but there could be something adjacent that does, you know, still a ton of damage. It's just not in the like hundreds of billions, but you don't need that kind of damage, right? How many leagues has been in a top 3 build? I don't know. One? Because the change to Zenith only came out in 325, as far as I remember. Like it wasn't a huge thing for hitting damage. Uh, Not necessarily. The league where that guy Steve got to the bottom, he was playing Maniforged Arrow. This league he is Molten Strike of the Zenith. But Molten Strike, like period, has been a good delver for a long time because of aura stacking. So it was more because of armor stacker that it was doing well, and that's what my Scion was. It's just traditional art, like Molten Strike, like that. It just uses replica Dream Feather. You need a two-hander for Zenith, and it became like better this league because of the enchant with the return barrage. So that's really kind of what enabled it, because otherwise you would need a Nimbus, and it's harder to like stack attributes and stuff. The armor stacker ones also have variants that have a shield in them too. If I'm not mistaken. But like I said, Lightning Strike and Molten Strike have been like amazing for, I don't know, a couple of years. When people were saying Melee was bad, I was playing Melee. And I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, probably. Because it's like 7 months. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Gonna build. Okay. Cool. Superior Tempest Shield. 23. Oh, that was it? Yeah. Uh, Something safe. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh. Hold on. Oh my god. You know how long the spawns take sometimes. Ugh. I hope I find something good this next few. Takes friggin' forever to do these. Rip. Bad wave. I honestly kind of doubt they're going to leave Molten Strike at the Zenith at that power level, by the way. People might just go back to like regular Molten Strike. That happens. But like doing this armor stack, this not armor stacker, strength stacker has been neat. The only thing that is good and also kind of bad is the budget can be like, I said a budget. The cost can be like anywhere from, you know, I don't know, a few, like something cheap to many, many, many mirrors. Yeah, I think the starting build of this version can go Rakiatas as a weapon and then build up. Because I crafted my swords only. I was dumb enough to like league start this shit. I think I went through 3 swords. And a lot of essences. Oh my god, a lot of essences. Plus, the other problem with this is you need so much attack speed to get it going because it's the Zenith one is the 5th strike. So I was thinking too, for like early game currency, and I guess you could make like a cheap Hex Blast miner and do what's it called? Why do I forget this? You could do Sanctum. There you go. Do some Sanctum farming, get some divs. Mirrors are usually much cheaper to start off. If you have raw currency at the beginning, then it's just easier to, you know, buy a cheap mirror, sit on it for a while, mirror some gear at that time, I guess. Almost. Megalomaniac. Oh, Mings. 46 chaos threat. Kind of mid. Anyhow, I am going to look at the content update off stream. See if I can't come up with something. I don't usually make builds, but I can always take another crack at it. Probably going to suck. I'll probably end up playing someone else's build again, but that's okay. Emberwake. Interesting. Rude bow. Crappy. I need how long these take. Oh my god. So glad it's not 30 waves anymore, though. You released info really early this time. I know it's normally they release a new skill tree like 24 hours before. Is there more info to come, or is you're talking about for the event? Because it's not 326. It's just like settlers again. It's an event. Yeah. Like it's a basically an event league, but it's not a new it's in Settlers. You know how there's like Necro Settlers? This is going to be another event. Just with different ascendancies. Not really. I mean, the new ascendancies will definitely shake things up. If you want to believe it's less interesting, go right ahead. But I still think it's like a pretty good meta shakeup because the end game changes a lot. And you don't have to play Settlers. Like, also keep that in mind. I made mirrors off of that, by the way. That was sick. Town is OP. There's also a lot of min-maxing that's been done on that. So the meta was sending like a 50 mil shipments, but I think you can send like 17s. Yup. I had shipments with like a few mirror shards in them. But I thought it was pretty fun, and the enchants are insane. But I like the town. I like the currency exchange. I thought it was really neat. Honestly, I'm excited for the patch just because it'll give a different feel to everything, and you know, that's the sauce I like, you know. And 326 I'm definitely playing, and then when 0.2 comes out for POE 2, I'll be on that. It'll just be like a pretty GG, to be honest. Yeah, like these sentences as you know them are just gone for like a month or two. So it's definitely going to shake the game up a lot. There's a lot of good choices, so it'll be fun to see what comes out of it. This last one. I need some bosses. What I did think was not as interesting as Necro Settlers. Really? What a ripoff. Blah, blah, blah. Was the reason for not finding it as interesting? All it did was add some of those lanterns, and it didn't have the graveyard for crafting, so it's just a slight difference to the same. Rather than you know, actually having different ascendancies, so it's mostly the same builds and mostly the same strategies. It's just that your maps changed a little bit, which is not the greatest thing, right? It doesn't really bring you back. You know what I mean? At least at this point, there's different ascendancies and different things you can do with the enchants, like the double ghosted wands or like the Parage Return or whatever. And it's not going to be the same end game for sure. Like there's going to be a lot of different crazy shit going on. Like I know Necrosettler's trade is pretty dead by comparison. I migrated out even. Core Settlers is actually still pretty popular by comparison. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that's why I think it'll be a lot better. A lot better shakeup. And then I hope 326 is a banger. Because there's going to be a lot of Path of Exile. A lot of reasons for me to stream. That's good. Water time. Okay. 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 Big ancient orb shenanigans. Data breath. Go. Okay. Boom. 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 Pardon me. PCP. Oh, wait. On scrolls. Maybe I should delve a little. I don't know. Love Delve. Nice. Oh, 1,000 isn't terrible. Ready. I think I'm already past 1,000. Not good either. Void? City passengers? Interesting. But yeah, I got to 1,000 this league. Something I can't remember what number. I did like I could go past. There's gonna be a point where oh I think I'm already maxed out on damage anyway, but I could get more. I have 2,700 strength. I could probably get, I don't know, 28. I don't think I could get 3,300 more strength, but a little bit more for sure. And then that would add a good amount of flat damage. But my weapon is about as good as it's gonna get though. It'd be like passive stuff, so one passive voices and then more cluster jewels for health. Strength. Which are like 35% effect, strength, and then a wall of muscle in life. I think, yeah, life is good. Wait, what? Oh. Do I have all of them? I do. Oh, here's another thing I used to sell is Conqueror maps. So in mapping, I would sell a lot of these in bulk. That T17s in invitations. So I would do like a run of, I don't know, 100 or something like that. I have my tabs all saved up, and then I would sell like, 100 of these to a bulk buyer or something, and then just get raw div for everything. This thing can. T17s are easier now too. Got shit on in T17. It used to be harder. The first iteration of T17s were bad. Okay. Welcome back. Retreat. Wave 11. Excuse me, not bad. There's been a distinct lack of bosses. I need them for voices chances. The only other alternative is doing all in dev for like Luminous Trove and doing card gambas for voices. I don't think any of the All's Uprising are that good this league. They're pretty hard to fit into builds too. Strength mana. Cheap. Oh, Ripcosis. Omniphobia? Where is he? Get over here. Come on, big money. No? God damn. 14 it is. How many of these have I done? 5? Yeah. Definitely not good in Delve. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, no. I kind of figured that would be the case. I think there used to be some like low life builds that could have been delved before, but it's this League Zenith would be amazing for delve. Strength stacking Zenith, which you can get decently far, but things are starting to like creeping up on you. Not necessarily. So you just need specific nodes for like faceted and like glyphic. But you can find them before 1,000. Drop chance. I'm not sure if the nodes show up more often, but this is 1,050. So you'll want to look for stuff like this. Time Lost Cavern, which is one of them. Crystal Spire has hollow for abyssal sockets. And you want to look for these towns too. So where's a molten one? Human Fisher won't have it in a red zone. Molten Cavity, there you go. But there's a mob, there's a boss that you fight there. And then he'll just drop it. The other fossils are behind walls. Magma Fisher, this is going to be like Red Blade Banner, stuff like that. And then, yeah. Things do start getting a little more common in the like fossil department. It's just that you can't kind of make that much money off of delve, to be honest. Yeah, I know. The one I'm playing is from 1 mana left. Yep. And that's just because he worked up to it. So I did the same thing. So like he started at nothing and then made a bunch of currencies, but like also he got people quit and gave him currency too. That also happened to me too. There was a guy who quit and gave me some monies, but it wasn't that many things that it changed for me. Oh, okay. That's a lot of time lost. Yeah, I can't find fire one right now. Otherwise I would show you. Well, here, let's do the time lost. This is gonna be prolific one. They're in, oh shit. You have to be really careful around here. Gotta be really careful. What will get you down here is alley pen. Yeah, extra damage is fire, withered, fizz is chaos. Fizz is lightning. Oh, hold on. I can change up my flasks too and make it a little less sketch. I have some stuff saved up. But this is depth 1022. So this is kind of what you can expect. Okay, yeah, so here's the fossil. Bam, glyphic. And then that's kind of what you're looking for, honestly, aside from bosses. Because like all will have some loot, the temple boss, whatever her name is, and then there's a few of them. Oh, and there's an abyss one. There we go. Yeah, the T3 ones are whatever. You may have to like pass through some of them. But on this build, they're not too bad. All right. Got an AFK. All right. Rage. Awesome. I wasn't in the right YouTube category, so I put myself in Path of Exile. Humility. Into yes. Really? Yeah. Daunted. Okay. Posture bad. Posture no bueno. Did I finish any stat? Oh, I did. Belton. So oh, bitch. I left the Jungle Valley. Oh, I chill for a sec. Simulacrums take. My God. Z90. Z. All right. I need to decide what to do. Getting a little sleepy. You know what? I think I'm just gonna end and maybe do a little more gaming off stream. I'm starting to get quiet and tired just because sims are like that, and this build makes it really freaking easy. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow.